Hey Ralph, how you doing? Get cold over there last night? Yeah, me too. Pretty much. So to get this, so it's going to be 38 tomorrow, and then cold after that. It's weird this temperature. Look at Daisy. Oh, I do. Yeah, it was pretty. Come on, on. Come on, girl. Yeah, girl. Oh, Redding, California. Yeah, I like the snow. It got cold last night. We haven't had that kind of cold in a while. Daisy knows what she likes. See, Daisy jumped up. That's where that cell phone signal comes through the windshield. Did you see that? Yeah, like Tuesday and Wednesday, it's supposed to get real cold. I do love Taos. I don't see any open water. So there were 4 trumpeter swans hanging around here. And there may be some someplace else, but I kind of doubt it. With 8 degrees. Oh, that's cool, Ro. Oh, there's those trumpeter swans over there. Here they are. Maybe we get to see them. Yep, here they are right here. Yeah, there must be some. I hear birds. It must be some open water over on that side. These trumpeter swans are beautiful birds. Huge 5-foot wingspans. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, sorry about that. How you doing now? Wow. Yeah, they are in general, yep. Giant birds. I saw them on the way on the other side. Only two, though, it looked like, but I love watching these birds. What were you in the hospital for, Ralph? Heart? Some kind of heart problem? Yeah, they call them snow geese too. I've seen another two pair of them down around Pinconning before too. I bet that's all froze. I bet you money there's no open water there. Oh, neck and two shores, but they didn't do that all at the same time, did they? Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, wow. Yeah, my buddy, the doctor, says he tells all patients over 50 do not get on a ladder. So, what were the injuries? Breaks, I'm assuming? I'm sorry about that. The good news is this cold weather, other minus tomorrow, they should have a normal tip-up town out in Houghton Lake, big like fishing event. I remember when I was a kid, I would hear about that. Wish somebody would take me up there. I was really into fishing as a kid. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I bet that. I bet you're right. I'm sorry that happened to you. Hi, Sandy. Ready to get down, huh? Go on. Good girl. Good girl, honey. Come on, hon. Come on, baby. Hop over there. Hi, hon. You looking good today. Hop over there, hon. Want to get over there? Come on. Go ahead, party, hon. Party jump, baby. Jump, hon. Jump, honey. I got your cold foot in my hand. I'm beginning to faking me out in the morning that she's cold. Come on, hon. Jump. Van Halen, man. Jump. Another year going to be in the books, Sandy. Icy down here. Sheet ice. Hey, Mary. I don't know if I'm going to go anywhere today. I got up early, then it was too cold, then I just went over to the lake. It's all frozen. I don't know what I'm going to do today. It's really, I thought of going to Sault Ste. Marie when I first woke up. But there weren't that many boats going through, and I don't know. Probably just stay here. I don't know. Like bored, videotaped everything, got all my videos uploaded. Hey, MK, we gotta come up with some more guests to have on. That's what I want to do. That kind of thing. Ralph Yoder, he fell off a ladder. Yeah, I thought about doing that. I mean, it's probably I was gonna get on there last night and mess around with it. But as you know, that's why I'm kind of not wanting to videotape anything, because I'm obsessive about it. And I can't stand the thought of not uploading something when I have it. So if I don't do video, I could do my StreamYard tonight. You got any ideas on that? You could do the Native American thing if you want. I don't want to piss you off. You know, I want it to be fun for people. Like, even, I don't need to tell you, but some of these crazies I do need to tell. I don't want it to be a hillbilly fest, a toothless scammer arguing with someone that thinks their life's relevant. It's just not into it. I'll tell you another thing I thought about too. I got to figure out how you do that moderator thing. Because for whatever reason, not everybody is can set up a webcam and stuff. I mean, I'm surprised I have one, to tell you the truth. I mean, people think I'm into this electronic stuff. I'm not. I'm a total dumbass. It's just weird how I have one of these things. And the only reason StreamYard happened is because I knew about it through Bobble's thing. And I just wanted Becky to have a good first shot, even though she had phone problems. Or I probably would have never signed up to it. Are you working today or off? Yeah, I can do that. You know, a lot of people are camera shy too. Well, we got to see Alethea, No Name, Amateur Mom, Conan. Some really nice. They're just Stephanie. It's just like what you'd expect. I got a lot of emails later that people don't want to be on camera, which is fine. That's cool. This is quite a lot to have cleared. This has got to be a few $100 to clear this, or at least 200. This is a lot of snow removal here. And they don't even use most of this. I don't know if I can see over the hill with this snow piled up here. Messing up my damn view. Yeah, I could do some guess. You got any ideas? You gonna be on there tonight? I'll do it with you if you want. Could do it if you want. It's up to you. Yeah, he was a pretty cool guy, I thought. Yeah. Oh, they don't have to cam up. Okay. Yeah, I'll go on an experiment. Yeah, that was a cute dog he had. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'll go home and mess around with that. That's what I'll fool around with that. I guess I could do a banner. Did you say you're working or you're not working, Mary? Are you working or not working? Yeah, I wanted to get Philip. Oh, day off. Are you doing anything today? Is your friend's bookstore open? Oh, gotcha. Hey, Mark, how you doing? Mark, you want to come on and do a live and play some songs? Do a StreamYard and play some songs? Mark, you want to come on and play some songs tonight? Yeah, play the piano. We need to fine tune it, and then people get to see it. Hi, Tammy. So, no, On that StreamYard, I guess it works just as good on a phone, doesn't it? Yeah, but can you see it as good on a laptop? Hey, Spiritual, how you doing? I just taking it easy. Just let Daisy go out and run around. Oh, got ya. Because I'm sure Becky was on a phone, but she seemed to have some problems. But that seemed like a weak phone signal. Oh, okay. That's good. Hey, babies. Yeah, it's cold here today too. 22, I think. 8 degrees this morning. Oh, really, Mark? Mark, you want to come on and play the piano tonight? Oh, good for you. That's better than what we're getting. It's not a bad day, though. Hey, Frisky. Yeah, where is Spiritual? Spiritual, where are you located? Whatever works for you. If it's not a good night, anytime you want, really, because we're just like, people like to see it, and we're kind of like getting it down better. You want to do it in you want to do it today, early in the day? Could do it in a half hour if you want. Or another time. Left of the screen? I don't see anything. Oh, that's cars. Those are cars on the expressway. Going by behind that snow pile. That's the only thing I see moving. But you're just seeing like a little bit of it, you know? You're seeing the lane closest to me just for a second. Yeah, I never saw a squirrel over here. Oh, okay. Are you microdosing? Oh, okay. Yeah, I got it, Mark. Yeah, whatever you want. You tell me what time, I'll do it. It's up to you. We can do it like an hour and a half, 2 hours, another day. It's no fun if you don't feel like doing it or you got shit to do and it's going to interfere with that. So it's up to you. Mary, you could you do a Native American dance? Hey, Gloria. Yeah, that'd be cool. A ghost dance. Like to see that one. Yeah, I always took my dogs everywhere too. No one ever fit in quite as good as Daisy though. That's Queen Bee. Hey, Lika, how you doing? Ghost dance. That means it's just a blank screen. Yeah, Daisy's a super good dog. See how this bridge is frozen and the rest is not? get a Powerball. Don't forget to get a Powerball. No, nobody won. No, I'm going to go and get one now. You motherfucker. Lady wearing a mask inside her own car. Will you explain that to me? Come on, dumbass, get out of the way. Good girl, hon. Yeah, be right back, honey. Hey, puppy. Hi, puppy. Hey, all those jackpots are up. Mega Million, Powerball, and Fantasy 5. Get a Fantasy 5, Mary. It's $215. Get a Powerball, it's like $450. Mega Million's like $230. I'm gonna have a chat New Year's Eve. I'm gonna have a chat, blowout New Year party chat. Yeah, I'm gonna have a blowout party chat. Yeah, they're good ones, all three. Said they've been selling the hell out of the tickets. Yep. It's gonna be a Mega Million party chat. All night blowout fantasy fest. It's busy around here today. Tell a lot of people are off work. It's gonna take me forever to turn left out of here. I should have went to the light. I think I'll do that. Wish I knew where you could get a good sandwich. Mary, are you going to town today? Are you going to town? What time? Hey, how you doing? How's it going? Yeah, I gotcha. 1, 2, 3. Are you going by yourself or are you going with somebody? Oh, all right. I would have came over there if you had some time, but Daisy's licking her frozen bowl of water. lot of traffic out today. Wow, look at this guy smashed up his new pickup. Hey, how you doing? How's it going? I can't, when it's this bright around this screen, it's hard to see. You want to go on, Mark? I can see it better in a minute. If you just type the time in, or I'll do it. No, we don't have any near here. Closest one is Saginaw. Oh, you're staying home? Yeah, me too. I'll do a chat on New Year's. I've stayed home my whole life for New Year's. Oh, sorry about that. I'll go up to St. Helen, get something to eat, and then come back and do that party. Yeah, sorry about that. Twinkie, huh? Good. That's good, huh? Yeah, sorry about that. Good girl, honey. Good girl, honey. Hey, you want to come over here? Come on. Come on, huh? You're a good girl. Dad love you, huh? Dad love you, honey. Bye, Jojo. I was gonna go to St. Helena. Maybe I'll just go to Big Boys. I think I'll just go to Big Boys, get a sandwich, and then come back and mess around with that StreamYard, fool around with it. Maybe clean the house a little bit. Party. coffee, I'd buy you one. I sure would. I had a good one this morning. Now I'm going to have a so-so one. Maybe now you know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get a lox and a bagel thing. I'm gonna get a lox and a bagel thing at this thing. Yeah, that'll good. I'd rather do that. Just sit out here where I can see the screen, and I can won't need to blow a bunch of time sitting down and stuff. I'm already sitting down. I'm gonna get another coffee too. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. There's another car over there. Look at their tail lights are nervous. Their lights are nervous. Oh, you slept late? Good for you. Hey, Michelle. How you doing? Did you get that channel name down? Get it down. Get going. Quit dicking around. Get that channel up and running. Every day goes by, cost you the precious subscribers. You want me to name it for you? Just name it. Name it Michelle's Big Jamboree on the Internet. Blonde bombshell grocery working emporium. How's that sound? Hey, those people think it was hard to follow that chat. Wait till the next one. I signed up for the premium service, 10 people at a time. Jerry Springer. It's going to be Jerry Springer. Just That sound good, MK? Just a lot of arguing, screaming. Can't get a word in edgewise. I think the biggest problem on the first one was the bad cell phone reception by people. I mean, when your main guest can't connect, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in them. You tell those people to pound sand, Michelle. Put it where the sun don't shine. Yeah, thank you, MK. Good. Yeah, I like that. I need solidarity here. Kindred spirits. Two usually. Two, but I get strong ones because I get these mixed drinks and they have espresso in them. I don't normally notice until something goes wrong with my computer. I start slamming things around. Oh, Becky. Oh, I love Becky. That's the apple of my eye. I don't want to, I want her to like get her own channeling, not shoot her wad on mine, like get it going good. I could get a hold of Maddie and Gerald too. Hey, could I get a sandwich too today?
Sure.
Can I get that lox sandwich? Could I get it like extra toasted?
Okay, do you want a bagel or?
Yeah, bagel.
Just a plain one?
No, do you have garlic? Everything?
Yeah, everything. Yep.
Yeah, everything. Extra toasted and light on the cream cheese.
Anything else?
Yeah, I think I'll get a large gourmet dark roast coffee.
Oh, sure.
Thanks. Just give me 10 back.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
That'll be right up for you.
Yeah, thank you. You're gonna get part of it, huh? Big eyes. Yeah, that's what I'll do then. Hey, Birdwatch. Yeah, my sister. You probably know it. She was the first single female McDonald's owner, and she owned the store here actually for 40 years. And I never cared for McDonald's coffee. It's not hot enough. Not really, MK. She didn't. Is Mark still on here? Mark Kropka? I can't see this thing when I'm driving too hot. Aletha, we can party New Year's Eve night. We'll have a chat. Come on. I get a cold coffee once in a while in the summer. Yeah, I do. Yeah, we'll get it figured out. Becky's doing way better than she used to do. And Manny and Gerald, I think they're doing better too. Tassie's doing great. Yeah, I'm hopeful for it. All you can do. Okay, we'll party. Get your New Year's Eve hat on. So I'm gonna eat these sandwiches and I'm gonna go home. I gotta come up with some kind of banner. I'm not sure how you set those up. I want it wild and crazy. Yeah, Becky's got good genes. You know, she doesn't know what an ounce of fat is, and you know, look, that LaCroix, she looks French. You know what I mean? I'm assuming that was her maiden name. That's why she's the apple of my eye. Hey, Rita. You gonna be able to party New Year's Eve night? We'll be safe at home in front of our computers. I think that's a myth. Everybody goes to a party. Good, yeah, good. We'll ring in the new year. Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Have a good day.
You too.
The tree of life. I got a Lox bagel. Not even in New York City. Daisy's already eyeing my bagel. See it? Hey, how you doing? It's pretty good. It's the spot. Hey, I got one for you. I get sad when I hear Christmas songs. I was just buying those lottery tickets, and Nat King Cole is singing "Chestnuts Roast on an Open Fire," and I got sad. I don't even know why I do. What do you think causes that? I should be happy. And I'm sad. I get sad. Wonder why that is. Hey, Penny. Mark, I'm gonna be heading home in a minute. I can't see the screen that great when I'm driving. We can party today. I don't know why it gets memories. Yeah, I really can't connect it to a memory. I mean, I'd like to say, yeah, it's a memory, but I really can't connect the dots on that, to be honest with you. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire. I don't know. I'm not going to go to the psychiatrist over it. He would know anyway. He'd bullshit you blue. Make up all this fucking bullshit. You'd leave there $200 with less money in your wallet and you still wouldn't know. I mean, I know I get excited when I hear War Pigs. Why don't I know when I feel sad for Christmas songs? This developed. This needs further research. This sandwich is good. Hey, Osama. Yeah, Black Sabbath. I like Black Sabbath. That song, I like it just as much now as I did it when it first came out. That hospital across the street used to be a Kmart's. There's a lot of people over there today. I got to get a COVID test next week. I think Ozzy is a good. I ran into him in a Starbucks coffee in Chicago. And you know what I said to him? I said, "You look like Ozzy Osbourne." Can you believe that shit? And he said, "Oh, do I?" And I figured out later that the drummer smiled, and that was the end of the conversation. He's really small, like 5'4", 5'5". That's why I didn't think it was him. You know, I just thought it resembled him. He said, "Do I really?" Well, yeah, no kidding. Was the one right there at Division and okay, what's that street? I can't remember. Michelle's Magical Moments. There you go. The only problem with that is what I've learned over the years with names. When people ask my expert advice, like my name is a terrible one, chosen one. I don't think I'm the chosen one. It was a joke. I never thought I'd have any people watching my channel. I didn't even have a Gmail. And then I got a Gmail. And then they wanted you to come up with a channel name. And I'm not into names. I don't think it means squat. I just got done watching a documentary on LeBron James, and that's what came to mind, Chosen One, because it's not religious. It's WON. And now, boy, if I wish I'd have named it something different. Everybody you think you're the chosen one. It's like, hey, moron. It's WON. It's not ONE. So in a way, it's a cheap litmus test to see how smart somebody is. And I'll tell people, they'll say, "What's the name of your channel?" I'll say, "Chosen One." I'll watch them write it down and spell it wrong every time. It's just a pain in the ass name. Oh, Rolling Stones. Cool. Hey, Jody. Oh, no kidding. Yeah, it's because you're smart. That's why. But stupid people, it happens all the time. It's like, oh, you think you're the chosen one. It's like, no, you dumbass. I thought of changing it, but at this point, it just doesn't make any sense. I thought about changing it to Tom Reed, greatest person in the world. How does that sound? Hey, Brian. I think that's got a nice ring to it. Yeah, thank you, Rita. I gotta like switch gears pretty soon. Starting to get bored. Not with YouTube so much, but just with, the Michigan Avenue thing got dangerous. And, it's when you're down in a place and you got a bunch of psychos that think you're doing shit that you're not, and you call the police and they don't show up, that is not a good environment to be in. And now YouTube's gotten weird on no drug talk. Well, I never glorified drugs. It was part of why they were there. So that kind of takes away from it. I told you the other day they really stuck it to these hunting channels. I mean, those hunting's popular. I don't do it, but some of those places had like 2 million subscribers, and they'd go out and they'd hunt and all this shit, all the stuff that's perfectly legal to do. They were killing it for a while. Sponsors, trail cams, guns, hunting gear. I mean, I would cross paths with one once in a while. Think, wow, those are pretty good channels. I mean, these people are doing well. I mean, if that's your goal, that's not really my goal. About 2 weeks ago, or maybe a little longer than that, YouTube came around and said, hey, no more depiction of animals being killed on video. Impact shots is what they're talking about. You can show setting the traps and using a bugle and all that bullshit, but you cannot show the animal dying anymore. And that just absolutely killed them. Game over. What in the hell good is a hunting channel if you can't watch people hunt? And it's just nuts. Oh, Einstein, cool. Yeah, but no, YouTube's like that, man. You can't do that. Nope. They don't want you doing it anymore. So now, if you'll notice on new interviews I do, and I'll be honest with you, I clue them right off from the past, right off from the start. I said, hey, no drug talk. I'm going to ask you about substance abuse, just yes or no, and then we'll move on. Yeah, fall over, yep. I mean, I don't watch it. There was one thing I'd watch once in a while where these guys were getting their livestock eaten by coyotes. And they'd had these long hunting rifles with silencers, and they used infrared scopes. And they were shooting these things from like 300 yards away. I mean, you'd shoot one and it'd fall right down dead, and the other one would be looking at it like, what in the hell was that? Look at this guy tore the front of his car off. And they were protecting their livelihood. I get it. Those are gone too. No more of those. I don't really care. I mean, if I get the choice of getting money or not, I'd rather get it, but I'm not jumping through too many hoops for it. I'm willing to not ask drug questions, but that's about it. And another thing they've come with too, there's a part when you click up and you upload a video, which basically you're consenting to that they can do whatever they want with your video. They ask if what you're uploading is sensitive to people. Then there's another box you got to check. Is it controversial? And then the new one they've come up with is, are you enabling? It's like, what the fuck, man? You're not going to be able to upload a video in another year if you say hello. I mean, it's stricter than TV. And I know why they're getting registered for that section 203. 203. If that gets changed, they're going to be liable for people going on calling me a murderer and a rapist and all that shit. So they're getting geared up to gentrify this thing. They want to know that when somebody's digital ad comes up, it's not going to be anything that's going to be offensive. It's all going to be Hallmark movie. See you, Rita. You tell hubby. Yeah, don't take hubby. He doesn't want to walk home. He probably told you, I'll stay home. Yeah, look, yeah, and they were worried. The government I know was for a while thinking about banning TikTok. Yeah, crazy man. I mean, for a long time you were safe by not glorifying drug use, which I never did. It was just part of. You guys, you probably never saw it. I'll send it to my good people that I've known if they ever want to watch it. I have it. I could probably send it in a link. But I'm down there. I'm interviewing people, and I said, well, maybe sometime I could like to watch these girls that are using those drugs. And I did that. I uploaded a 45-minute video, and they took that down like 3 seconds, gave me a strike. Even though, even though those videos, here's my buddy's wife. Even those videos are all over right now. I appealed it. I got a warning. It's bullshit. I never should have got it to begin with. The only person I ever enabled was your mother. And she's still smiling. That's why you're alive. And yeah, your mom still got a big smile on her face. Wow, Denny. And besides, most people don't really know the true meaning of enabling. They don't like you. They fuck with you. They don't like someone having more success than them, so they label you an enabler, even they don't have the faintest fucking idea what they're talking about. It's the same thing with consent. When I ask some of these armchair cowboys about consent, they're not even close to the standard recognized definition on the state or federal level. Bunch of goddamn Beverly Hillbillies. I'm not even answering these questions, these idiots. What's that, Michelle? Which part? That's what I tell them. Well, enabling. Well, see, here's the deal, though. It's like let me give you some examples on this. Consent is pretty established through the court system. Now, you're going to get a hillbilly that's going to say, that's not consent. That's what the legal system did. That's bullshit. Here's what, scratch that person, just write it off. Consent is pretty established through the court systems. May not be perfect. You may not like it, but that's what you rely on if something is litigated or you're charged criminally. Consent. And if you look at all my videos, every single one of them, I met the threshold of consent on a state and federal level. It doesn't mean that somebody can't be under the influence of alcohol or drugs. That's not what it means at all. And this is where people don't understand it. Now, if I go up to somebody that's passed out on the sidewalk and they're mumbling and I get 10 trillion views because everybody thought it was terrible and they look like an ass and I got them to tell me their name, that's different. But I've never had an interview like that. I wouldn't do it. I mean, there is a point, you know what I mean? And out in the public vein, like I know people that go and they think it's funny to take videos of people like under the influence, and I don't agree with that really. Where they look like they're having a hard time. Let's put it that way. Well, the Michigan State Police got busted for that about 8 years ago when they would do a traffic stop. They had a program that accessed your cell contact information. And I think it was the American Civil Liberties Union that sued, and they got them to drop it. People, like I said, I'm not a stickler on that stuff. I don't care. I mean, I don't know how you're gonna combat terrorism unless you're snooping into people's shit. And that's also part of the reason why 9/11 was able to get off the ground, because all these goddamn people getting the government afraid to like do their job because of these privacy concerns, like this HIPAA. I could give a shit if you look at my medical records. I don't care. I just don't know how you're going to police civility without, it's not like the government's going in and getting nude pictures off your cell phone and putting them on Pornhub. They're using it to keep areas safe. I don't think they're using it maliciously. I don't give a shit. In 1940, I'd agree with you. There's nothing else to do. But now things have changed, man. The world's scary. I don't see how you're going to keep things safe by not looking around. I mean, look at that crazy guy that ran that Purple Rose or whatever they called it on the internet. Going to have people murdered, selling drugs in the mail and stuff. Now, if you would have argued, a non-criminal investigation, God knows what that kook would have got away with. Oh, really, Denny? TikTok, I mean, that's another thing. You see these, I mean, they're all, the ones that I've seen, they're just like mothers and their young daughters and they're doing these dances. I guess that's all right. Okay, Danny, take it easy. Hey, Frederick. It's not a big enough case for the FBI. They don't care about stuff like that. They would never look into that unless they were trying to nail somebody from something else and your information was stronger. Well, you wait till that Article 203. If that gets passed, those days are going to be completely over on YouTube, and I think that's what they're gearing up for. Actually, I got an article that was written back in the fall where it said YouTube doesn't want people using other channels' names anymore in derogatory, negative things, and if they do, they'll get a strike. I haven't tested the waters on that, but I wonder if anybody knows of any first-hand knowledge of if that's really enforced. Oh, do you? Well, if it's open with is this from a different person or the same person? Oh, yeah, I don't doubt that. Yeah, I'm not really sure on the damn. I got a buddy of mine lives in Atlanta, and he sent me a link to a YouTube video of these 14-year-old girls. He knows that, and I tell him everything about my YouTube, and they don't want me asking working girls what drugs are on. And he sent me a link, and he said, "Hey, look at this bullshit." And they don't want you asking a drug addict if they're on drugs. And it was these 14-year-old girls in these like string bikinis at a beauty contest. And I agreed. It's like they don't have a problem with that. But me asking a legitimate question and not glorifying drugs is a violation. No, I don't care about death threats. I think these people are a bunch of pussies, to tell you the truth. They'd never have enough balls to confront you face to face. Oh, do they do that, Jody? Hey, Frederick. No, I mean, to be honest with you, I'll tell you what happened on that, Frederick. I'm a little behind on doing like a podcast. I'm iffy on that anyway. I'm not like both feet in on it. So what happened is Becky wants to start her own channel, and which I'm all for. And I said, well, she said, well, would you do a live? Well, in the lives in the past were just me being live and you listening to the audio on a cell phone that had the speakerphone on. And then I got thinking, I thought, I'd been on a couple of these StreamYards other places, and I thought maybe I'll go on StreamYard and see if I can, hook that up. And that way they can see Becky and that kind of thing. So what happened is, evidently I signed up for StreamYard at one time. It was probably when I got pissed at YouTube. So when I went to use my email to sign up, it said you already have, this email is already being used. Why don't you try logging in? So I must have saved the password and it logged me in. It's like, oh, I'm on StreamYard. So I went on there and I clicked on it, and I thought, well, I'll just do this tonight. People can see Becky and we can have people on. So it's just kind of weird how things happen, because if you'd have said, are you going to do StreamYard someday and have guests on, I would have said no. But I just wanted to have Becky's turn out good. So after the next day, I signed up for the premium version, not because I really needed it, but because it's very helpful. It's nice to see people, and I think they should be paid for it. I do the same thing with Epidemic Sound. I mean, it makes my life so much easier. So I got the premium version, which is you can have 10 people on at a time, and you can do a banner, which I'm going to do when I go home. So it really happened because of Becky, and now I'm signed up with it, and that's how I plan on doing the lives. The only reason I didn't do a live last night on StreamYard is because you can only have StreamYard on YouTube when that's the only thing going on. You can't run other things in the background. Sometimes, I upload everything, and when I'm uploading video, I can't have StreamYard on, which is why the 8 o'clock debut was such a disaster. I didn't know that. So it's also why I didn't videotape anything today, because I want to use StreamYard. I can't have anything going on, which is fine. I know about it now, and it won't happen again. So no, the reason is Becky, really. And it was only because it's easier to do things for people other than yourself sometimes. So a silver lining. Yeah, see the chat. It's really fun, man. You go on there. Here's how it works. It's easy. You go on there. Like I'm gonna do one today. I'm gonna mess around with it. You go on there and I sign up, and I send people emails. I can give an open email. I can post it on the chat, or I send people an email, and you get the email, you open it, and you click on that link. And what it does, they call it the back room. So all of a sudden I sign on. It's like we're doing a chat tonight. And everybody that I've sent an email to, if they're going to be involved, they're in a little space below the screen. So I could have Frederick, Becky, Jody. And then I'll bullshit a little while. It's like, oh, well, at 8 o'clock, we're going to start talking to Becky. And then I click on them, and it allows me to have you enter the chat. Yeah, it's so easy and nice, and will work. The only glitch the other night was me trying to do two things at once. And if somebody has a weak cell phone signal, it's a real problem. But other than that, I'm going to do one today, and I'm going to do one New Year's Eve, tomorrow night. Tomorrow night I'm going to dress as a female impersonator just to ring in the new year right. Try and get my views up. It was a lot of fun, yeah. Hey, George. Yeah, Becky's. I don't really like Becky, man. I think about these things quite a while, and actually I try to pinpoint the time frame between when I matured enough from thinking a working girl was just a drag of society and a loser to not thinking that and actually being interested in interviewing them. Honestly, I can't point the time, to tell you the truth. I can remember being younger and we thought that, and then I can remember seeing him, and when I saw him, I'm talking about as I got older. I was never thinking like bad thoughts. It's like, oh, look at that person, they need to get a job and quit, stupid shit like that. And then, accidentally I got into YouTube because I was bored with photography. And that's why, I'm not saying I deserve a parade for this, but I think that's why I try to help these people out if I can, because even though I wasn't like trying to build a channel, none of that stuff. I never said once subscribe, like, none of that stuff. I still don't. If it wasn't for Penny, who's dead, Angel, who's dead, Becky, and Tassie, and some others, we wouldn't be talking. No way. No way would be. Not happening. If I'd have never interviewed working, I did it because I was interested in it. It wasn't like, oh, and like I said, those interviews sat around for a long time and nobody watched them. It wasn't like it was instant popularity. But that was a very small window on YouTube, because now those were the same videos that YouTube promoted, and now I'm, the horse's patoot. That's exactly what they don't want. It's not really victims of their own choices. That's like saying going to the moon in a rocket ship is easy. It's way more complicated than that. People that make comments like that don't really understand the dynamics between how people get there and how they don't get out. It's not choices. Yeah, I miss doing them too, but it just got too dangerous down there. It's very slow. YouTube doesn't want me doing it. They did everything but send a big giant virtual boot and kick me in the ass. Yeah, well, you're not going to find that anymore. I bet you tried to do that again. You're not going to find it, Jody. I bet it won't happen. I'm exactly what they don't want. So, I'm getting people fucking with me all the time. Now YouTube is fucking with me. So, it's dangerous down there. I get death threats, people running into my car. It's constant. Where's the why? I can't even, like, it even makes less sense now than it did before. That'd be like going and interviewing Chuck Yeager and not talking about flying. What the fuck? And like I said, it's YouTube and nothing else. There's not a second place. They're all bullshit. So it's actually kind of stifled my MO. Oh, got hooked by the hookers? A few days ago, really? Well, no, here's another thing, too. Here's something, too, I'll be honest with you. So, like I told you, if I could either get paid or not, I'd rather get paid. Not crazy. At $3.25 per 1,000 views. People will send emails, you go on there and you name drop and you're a big motherfucker and, you're saying you're helping the girls and you're making money. Those fucking chats don't pay anything. For two reasons. I'll tell you why. First, it's $3.25 per 1,000 views, right? But you don't get to monetize a chat until after it's over. So by the time it's over, all those people that watch during the chat, like if you see we had a pretty good one on the initial one, that's all, you weren't even monetized then. So by the time you click the monetize button, because you have to guarantee there's no weird shit being talked about, it's over. The money part's already over, so there's no money in chats. And a guy like me, there's no money in videos anymore. The only reason I get any money at all is because I've got like 12,500 videos. And, when you spread that worldwide, there's enough stuff getting clicked on to where it's still paying me some, but not much. I got $2,200. They pay on the 21st of the month. But if you look at my views, like I said, 325 under perfect circumstances per 1,000 views. I'll bet 98% of my videos don't have 99% of my videos never had 1,000 views, never will. Oh, well, I'll tell you what I think I'm going to do. What I think I'll do, Frederick, is I'm just going to. Here's the big issue. I mean, here's the truth of the matter. If you don't monetize, they don't really give a fuck what you do. They just don't want, in by your own volition. So when I go on there, let's say I chap off every box. This is about drugs. This is about prostitution. This is about fucking circle jerks. So I'm basically telling YouTube this is all content that you don't like, and I'm letting you know that up front. And that way, no advertising is going to be sent to my chats, and we don't need to worry about what we talk about. That's what I think I'm going to end up doing. I mean, if you look at like, it was Exception the other night. If you looked at fucking around with that thing for the first day when I was trying it and didn't know what I was doing, I think I got like 7,000 views. That's super exceptional. So we're talking about like $22.50 or some shit like that. But not really, because like I said, I can't monetize them until after they're over, when the majority of the people have already watched. So I'm not whoring myself out for lunch money. I'd rather just go on there. We talked about what we did and let the cards fall where they may. It's not worth going to bed thinking that you're going to lose out in $1.75. My problem is it pisses me off more than it does a money issue. Let me give you a perfect example. So, I re-upload videos. What I've done is I've left the original ones up, but I've edited the drug talk out of another copy and I've re-uploaded it. And if you look at Jamie, of course, not the one that died, but the one that's still alive, I uploaded a minute, 19-second video of her. She was kind of thanking people for gifts. That just happened to be a short conversation of no drugs, no sex, nothing. I didn't have to edit anything. I think I added a still to it, and it was part of another interview. So I uploaded it. It's got 3,000 views, and I got the yellow dollar sign. This is not suitable for most advertisers. And there isn't a fucking thing in there that's wrong with it. Nothing. Not one single thing. So I appealed it. It's like, what are you fucking talking about, man? This is like Hallmark movie stuff. And that's going on its third day, I think, today. And there's still, nobody's looked at it yet. So it's not worth getting upset and pissed off when you didn't think you did anything wrong. So I'm thinking on these, here's another thing too. Here's what's really weird. In the old days, if somebody said, I'm on here for the truth of it, we're going to do these videos and fuck advertising, I don't want anything to do with it. That was very easy to ascertain because no ads would come up. There would be no ads coming up at all. It's like, wow, this guy's really telling the truth. Well, it's not like that anymore. You cannot meet the monetization threshold now, which is 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 viewing hours, and there's still going to be ads on your videos. Where does that money go? Good question. What really I'd like to know about, and that is, where's the money go when there's ads on videos that YouTube doesn't like? Who's getting that money, and why are those ads showing up? I mean, this isn't completely adding up. You know what I mean? Hey, LA. Yeah, well, I mean, I think knock it out of the park, because I think we'll have a good time, and we'll get different guests on and people from different parts of the country, or ventriloquist, or somebody that raises crickets for bass fishing in Alabama. That's what I'd like to do. But I really did enjoy talking to street people, and I'm still going to do it. I just don't think it's as good when you can't find out their drug of choice and what they spend, that kind of thing. I'm just not as enthused if I'm curtailed that way. Yeah, their game. That's exactly right. Yep. Yeah, it's their game, their rules. That's it. That's it, Penny. Yep. And if you don't like it, you can go somewhere else. And the truth of the matter is, there's really nowhere else to go. Yeah. So, They don't want that. That's all it is, crack and heroin. And then you get there's just so many idiots on YouTube, like with Sherry. Everybody thinks that I'm just some innocent moron that doesn't understand that she was using meth. She was not, ever. Nobody goes on and says I'm addicted to heroin and crack and then lies about meth. Yeah, he's right, LA. Yeah. Oh, Judge Judy? I don't know anything about that. Believe me, I'm always looking for a. I did upload one video to BitChute just to try it out, and that's pure bullshit, too. I just wish one of these countries that host all these VPN servers would do a YouTube thing where you could just go on there and do what you wanted. But I think part of the problem, and it also speaks volumes for YouTube's success, is they're selling advertising. And if you've got a balls out, crude, raunchy, salt of the earth interview, who the hell wants their ad showing up in the middle of that? Hey, Jeremy. Hey, Lisa. Why? Because of COVID, Michelle? Wow. It does change by the week. No, that sucks. Wow. Michelle, name your channel today. Hey, Godot. Just get bold, and really stick your head out on the limb there. Oh, you've been drinking again, Lisa. I think I'm not nice looking. I don't think I never thought I was good looking. I think I look my age, that's for sure. I don't really care, to be honest with you. You know, I wouldn't care if I look 90 or I look 40, to tell you the truth. Oh, you don't drink? Yeah, I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna turn that thing on. I'm gonna mess with it. I'm gonna look at this banner thing and see how that works. Yeah, I mean, if you were 20 years old and you were dating girls and stuff like that, I guess that'd matter, but it doesn't really matter to me. I'll probably be dead in about another 15 years anyway. When you don't know anything, you would think that was like really important, but shit, I don't care. Hey, Joe. Think we're all beautiful? What's that, Pedro? I never had what in you. Good, Joe. Oh, in our own way. Yeah, well, you got to watch for that too. Somebody says, Tom, I got a friend of mine I'd like to introduce you to. Anybody that knows me, they know to even bring that up now is a bad idea. But I've had it. It's like I have a friend of mine I'd like to introduce you to. It's like, oh, okay. And then you let him just start talking. It's like she's very nice. You guys have a lot of common interests. She likes animals. You know, she's very popular. Her coworkers like her, and I can already see this is going south because they haven't mentioned. They know what I'm like. I don't expect a beauty queen. It's like, well, okay, that's good. You know, great. What's she look like? It's like, oh, you're gonna bring that up, aren't you? It's like I know right then I'm hosed. It's like, yeah, I'm bringing it up. It's like, well, she could use a few pounds. Now, lose a few pounds. Now, when I ask a guy that, that means he's being polite. She's a beast. When I ask a woman that, she says she could lose a few pounds. That means about 30 pounds of cellulite. So it's like, well, like how many pounds? Like, I don't know. I haven't weighed her. It's like, well, I need an estimate on this because it's like, is that all you think about? It's like, no, it's not all I think about, but I don't want to, I don't really want to be like getting together like with you and your husband and some overweight woman. I'm sorry. I'll take the hit on this one. You can call me shallow. It's like, well, you could help her work at it. Now I know. Bingo. A jumbo for sure. Oh, thank you, Frederick. I told you guys, I spell it right out to you. Even the people that don't agree with me, they at least give me kudos for being up front. You know, there's guys out there, evidently they must have a hard time getting dates because they always think that I've got some harem, that I'm banging 5 different girls a week because I got a YouTube channel. Believe me, it never happened, not once. Anything that was even a slight possibility, they were wacko, stalker, the kind that, you know, wear diapers and travel across the country to kill an astronaut, those kind. It's nothing normal. Yeah. No, it's over for me now. I had a great run with like wife, girlfriends. Doesn't really interest me that much anymore. I'm getting to be an older guy. I'd rather watch birds. Yeah, no way. My dream date, if somebody wrote a well-written email and said, "Hey Tom, I've been watching you for 3 years. New Year's Eve's coming up. I know exactly what you're like, and I'd like to come over on New Year's Eve with 2 4-packs of Dragon's Milk and deep throat you while you watch Debbie Does Dallas." I'd start getting ready right now. Yeah, well, thank you, Devil, but I don't think it gets you anywhere. I mean, honesty's cool, but you know, when you've got an agenda or you're dating or you want something from somebody, you can't really afford to be 100% honest or you're not going to get it. Good for you, Jody. Thank you. Thank you, Frisky. Hey, Dean. I think too. I mean, it doesn't really affect me too much, but I think there's a lot of people out there that I don't know whether they didn't date or what, but they really, even though they're older, they're still chomping at the bit for like a relationship. I guess they're lonely. I don't know what it is. Yeah, but you can't be up front either. See, that's my rubber stamp that I'm being straight with you. Because if I tried to be that up front with a real person, it would absolutely kill any interest right there in the spot. If I said some shit like that to somebody that liked me, which I would expect them to do, And honestly, if somebody said, boy, that's the same thing I had in mind, I would run. So it's this constant conundrum of setting up booby traps. And you go through these 10-year spells of doing nothing like me. Well, 8 years actually. Hey Rascal, nah, I've just thrown in the towel. Plus, I'm hard to get along with, like somebody around all the time. Oh, that's all right, Rascal. It's my journey. I had a good journey, man. I had a great run, and here's another thing I've realized as I've gotten older, and that is that it's great that you had good times, and you know you're checking off these benchmarks, losing your virginity, great piece of ass, first threesome, good job, college graduate, marriage, nice house. And you're thinking as you're going through life, wow, yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Well, this is great. This is going to go on forever and all this. I had probably a better run than I deserved. And then I've noticed that was all great and good memories are nice to have, but they're not that great. It's better than a bad memory, but I've found that unless you know something's coming down the pike that you've had that you enjoyed, it's not that great. I know my ship has sailed with those extra great years, and I know there's a way better chance than not that those are probably over. Like I'm heading into my older years now, and it absolutely sucks. Nothing is exciting. Threesomes aren't going to happen anymore. I just bit the poison apple. It's just going to be fucking around like I'm doing now. Like I'm doing now. Here's a perfect example. It doesn't get any more honest than this. Here I am, fucking around. Let the dog out. Fuck around YouTube. There's nothing like I'm not naive anymore. That's what gets you. I'm not naive. I know better. And if you look at history, it's not a guarantee, but it's a pretty good indicator what the future holds. I'm not going to get an advanced degree. I'm not going to move and start over like I used to do all the time. There'll be no new relationships. I wasn't even going to get another dog. I just kind of ended up with Daisy. And I think I've read about this. I think it's mainly the lack of human growth hormone. So I understand why people with money, that even though they risk other health complications, like Sylvester Stallone, they're shooting themselves with this shit because they want to think how they did when they were young. And when that leaves you, life's just not the same. It's like boiling eggs with no mayonnaise for egg salad sandwiches. It sucks. I can't find one redeeming quality of getting older, other than I don't run out of ham cream as fast. Yeah, I bet you are. Yeah, right. No, I believe I'm definitely a half full guy. Yeah. Yep. It's getting nicer out. Sun's coming out a little bit. Yeah, if you're having a good day, you just get a hold of me. I can take that away from you in 10 or 15 minutes of talking. Yeah, no, it's not. It's over. I've thought of just, really doing something, really busting out of this. Like, I've been in neutral for too long. Yeah. Yeah, I'll give you a good standard. I heard this lady over the summer when I was out there walking Daisy. She's talking about it's all this lingo these women use now, this positive horse shit. I forget what the word she used. When people get together, it's something aggravating as hell, like engage or. I'm listening to this lady and she's not even talking to me, and I'm thinking of going over and strangling her in her van. It's all this like newest age positive horse shit, miniature waterfalls in your bedroom. 50 to 60. Yeah. My dad used to tell me if I was normal, he's glad that he wasn't. Yeah, that's another reason why I went to that old. I didn't even go to that old prick's funeral. I think that could have fucked me up too. I'm not sure though. Anything with a pulse. Yeah, heat of the moment. My most exciting days of the week now are drilling a hole in the ice and putting my GoPro underneath there, knowing that I'm not going to see anything. Fish are too deep. It's too dark. Hey, Sandy. Yeah, it's true, Joe. Yeah, it's true. Hey, you guys, get a Powerball. Get the Mega Millions, too. It's in every state. And if you're in Michigan, get the Fantasy 5. Powerball is a big, heavy pot. Huge pot. You have a whole new set of problems. Hey, 82, I'll tell you the women on here, if I win that Powerball, you're going to have a collection of French ticklers and dildos to dream of. I'm going to send them anyway. No, isn't that weird how that works? Yeah, I think it's worth the cost of the ticket on the possibilities. Yeah. No, you're not going to need it. You're going to be able to choose by a big giant box of brand new ones you're going to get, Jody. No, we're not. We're not going to waste any time with this. It's going to be every possible, conceivable, high-rated French tickler and dildo that was ever made. You can just throw the ones that you don't like in the trash. Yeah, I'll meet you down in Detroit. Yeah, I'm going to get down there. Next time I'm going down there, I'm going to have an armed guard, tell you that. I know now that there isn't any toy that could make me happy. Like an airplane or a boat or anything. One for every day. Yep. That's kind of just a false, fake advertising slogan I use to see what kind of response it elicits. Like Jody, she says, well, do I get to choose? And other people will say, well, why are you always talking about dildos? You know, it's like, that's so weird. Sure. Oh, you like women? Oh, good for you. Yeah, that happened last night. Jackie told us she was a lesbian. And so is Neff. Neff's a lesbian, too. Hey, Dave. Yeah. Yeah, but he's still Dr. Phil, and you gotta ask, is it worth it? I told you, I talked to his producer about a month ago. Really nice lady. She's from Michigan. And he's married to Robin, who I don't think's very good looking at all. She wouldn't do a thing for me. Here you got all that money and you're crawling under the sheets with her. No thanks. Hey, Jill, no amateur mom, are you married or single? Yeah. Who is really pretty? Oh, you're married. Oh, okay, good for you. Does that mean you want to be taken off the dildo list when I hit the Powerball? No, I don't think Robin's attractive at all. Not one bit. Zero. I rank her right up there with Wendy Williams. Okay, Jill. All right. Oh, good for you. Yeah, I gotta get divorced first anyway. Which I'd be fine with doing at this stage. What's that, Robert? Yeah, that's how I'm a loner. Look at that cool looking truck. Restiner, they own the gravel pit. What is that, a sex exhibition? What is that? What do they do there? I was gonna drill a hole in the ice today. Oh, a punk band. Oh, okay. Oh, cool. Did you buy anything? Did you pick up anything? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's my whole point, Jill. You can't remember what he got you. See how I use my PI skills to elicit out of you what's going on over there? Oh, that's cool. What time is it now? 2 o'clock? Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to go home and uh, get my StreamYard fired up. I'm going to see if I can do a banner. It's not going to take forever. I don't know if you use your own photos or what. You got to resize them. You know, because most of those photos, at least that they've been taken in the last 15 years, are at least 36 megapixel, way too big. So I'll tell you what, I will come on at how about 3:30. 3:30. And if you got time, fine. If you don't, that's fine too. I'd really like somebody to come on so I can, you know, mess around with the practice to make sure I'm not blocking somebody out in the middle of a interview or something. I got to get a little more familiar with it. I got the big one out of the way, and that is I know enough not to have anything else open while I'm doing StreamYard on YouTube. I just saw Patty drive by, Anthony. I saw Patty drive by. I'm going to go home. I'm going to mess around with my YouTube. You too, Alethea. Yeah, you know, I don't really think I do. I mean, it's super easy. Look at all the people in the drive-thru. People getting their prescriptions. It's really easy. It's not catching on. It's not like an editing program. I'll tell you, if you don't know anything about editing, video editing, I actually thought I was maybe retarded. I fucked around with that for a month just to find out where I could put one letter in the box and upload it. I mean, that nothing about that was intuitive. This stream here, see, that's how these social media things are so popular. An idiot can run one. Thank God. All right, well, you guys have a good rest of your afternoon. I'll be on there in about an hour and a half. We'll party. Oh, really? Oh, thank you, Aluminum Brain. Thank you. Oh, thank you. All right, no, you wouldn't be. It's not. It's easy. It's color by number stuff. All right, I'll see you guys in a little while. Daisy, Ray going to bed? Bye, honey. Want to go in with Daddy?